And we are live. Welcome everybody to the Best Bet Show here at sportsbookreview.com. We've had a fantastic holidays and we are welcoming back Team Bankroll, Alex from Need for Tips, Mr. Martin Green and Stuart from tipsterhq.com. How's everyone? Is everyone recovering from the hangovers and the excessive eating and drinking and lack of sleep? How's everyone doing?
Almost.
Yeah, just about over it.
And then we've got it all to go again, don't we, for New Year's Eve. How exciting.
And tonight.
And tonight. Guys, see who's drinking? Whose liver is hanging in there to have a drink?
Yeah, you know how it is. We have to continue drinking, not to have a bad hangover. You know, this is the trick.
I'm on
Keep
water
yourself
and
thick.
coffee. What about our professional drinker there, Martin? How are you doing? I saw that bottle of whiskey. Did you make your way through that one on your Facebook?
Yeah, polished off a bottle of Johnny Walker Blue Label on Christmas Eve, so was feeling a bit ropey on Christmas Day morning, but recovered with a few nice bottles of Bellini Montrachet. But yeah, been going at it pretty hard over the festive period. But I'm stateside actually, so it's the middle of the day here in America. So I'll probably start drinking a bit later on, but I'm on the Diet Coke at the moment. I did just find a small bottle of Irish in my pocket though, which as you do, so it's really I can put that away.
Most of us have keys in our wallet or our telephone. Martin's got a bottle of Irish whiskey in his pocket.
That's what happens when you're paid to drink, isn't it? You just carry all your drinks around you. You know, not a bad life.
Hard life.
Right, I'm going to bring up, it's actually over. So first of all, welcome viewers. Thank you for joining us. And if you head on over to my Twitter feed at Natalie Rydstrom, you will see I have put up the records as we stand, which I'm just going to try and find now. Premier League, Alex up. Both shows 40 units, unbelievable. So congratulations there, buddy. Amazing results. And the Best Bets show, Martin 35.6 with Alex there right behind 25.8. So very good indeed. And also shout out Stuart. Those bets, you went against the favourites. We all were giving you grief. And look who's got the last laugh, eh?
Not for the first
Sassuolo,
time, let's
baby.
be honest. Sassuolo was nice. Newcastle was good as well. I enjoyed that one.
No, not bad at all. Now we do have, we've had, it was Anne S who has asked Crystal Palace versus Arsenal. Obviously, it's playing in less than an hour. We've not got it on our best bets, but for our viewers, Arsenal currently priced 1.78 at Crystal Palace. Does anybody have any bets, leans, any opinions on this match?
If anyone's really interested in it, I've written an article about it for our sister website, oddsmarket.com, so can certainly head over there to read a full rundown on it. I said in the article that both teams to score looks pretty good. It's only 1.62, which might not be great value for, you might want more. You can get about 1.96 if you push it to both teams to score and over 2.5 goals, which looks good. But it's going to be difficult, I think, for Arsenal to win this one because Crystal Palace haven't lost in 8 games, I believe it is now. They're on a roll at the moment and playing very well. I think the likes of Wilfried Zaha will cause Arsenal's fullbacks problems. Ainsley Maitland-Niles is pretty inexperienced, so I think they'll cause trouble there. But Arsenal should be good for at least one goal. They normally are.
Okay, well, Anne S said both teams to score, so you're concurring on that one. Scott Fitzgerald has put over 3.5 goals, so both teams to score. Yeah, ad hoc as well, both teams to score. So both teams to score seems to be the consensus here. Alex, are you going for your classic? Have you got any bets?
I was looking at the over 2.5 goals, but it's under 1.7. It's around 1.65, 1.67. But it should be an open match with a lot of goals. Should be a goal fest in this one. So yeah, I like the over 2.5. I don't know about both teams to score and over, but I think that it should come in.
All right, Dalo 4. I'm feeling like a 2-2 draw. What about you, Stuart?
Well, I think I've got a tip for Arsenal. Never, ever rely on them. Although, to be fair, I think actually the odds on them for a win tonight is pretty good. 1.78 against Crystal Palace. They've been playing well, and I think they're going to start to play a bit more football now, which really goes into the Arsenal way of playing. If you've got a defensive side, then Arsenal may struggle. If you come out and you try and play football against Arsenal, most teams are going to really get hit badly. So I think over 2.5, I think Arsenal to win. So yeah, there's some decent odds out there.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let us kick off. So we're going to start the show with Bournemouth versus Everton. Bournemouth 2.4, Everton 3, and the draw 3.2. Let's start with Alex. What are you going for? Oh, sorry. Hang on a sec.
No, I don't have that one.
He's not on this.
No, he's not on this one. Hang on a sec. That is me. All right. I'm going actually for. I'm going for both teams. I'm going for both teams to score here. Bournemouth at home obviously managed 3 to West Ham. I think Everton against Bournemouth's leaky defence. Both teams to score 1.91. Stuart, you're also on this one.
Yeah, it's very rare that my system ever picks out a draw. It happens like 20 times a season, maybe. And this is the first time in about 6 weeks, I think, that a draw has been picked out. And you can actually get very, very good odds. You were saying 3.2, but I just checked, and 3.34 with Pinnacle is the available odds right now. So for that one, I like it. I've been banging the Everton drum recently, making some money off that. But now I'm happy to go against them. I think Bournemouth will cover it in this one. So a draw.
Yeah. I've got in my notes here as well a possible score draw. Obviously, with me going for both teams to score there, would you lean towards a sort of a 1-1 all, 2-2 as opposed to a sort of a 0-0?
Yeah, I think so. I think we'd like to see both teams scoring in this one. Bournemouth certainly got goals in them. They're not great in terms of winning games, but they've got goals there.
Yeah, well, let's hope, because I need to make some money, Stuart. So both teams to score. My bet here. Chelsea versus Stoke, and I am again on this one. You guys should be drinking on this one. So it'll be the second sip now of all my Premier League tips here.
I'm continuously drinking, Natalie, because you are going only from Premier League.
Yeah, I'll be on this super dry for a while.
It's my strongest suit, you see. You've got to stick with what goes. Chelsea versus Stoke. Very low odds for the home win, but Chelsea have obviously been grinding out those results, but they're low scoring results here. 2-0 Brighton, 0-0 Everton, 1-0 Saints. I'm going for Chelsea and the under 3.5 goals, 2.1. Not sure if Stoke can score, but no more than a 2-1 Chelsea win is my prediction. But Chelsea in the under 3.5 goals. 2.1. Huddersfield versus Burnley. Take a sip, guys. It's me. And what am I going for? So I got my lips mag. Okay, I was actually talking with John Smith about this one over on my Twitter, and both concurring on this one. I've got a different bet actually for Premier League punters going a little bit higher, but Burnley and the draw. 1.63. I think this match is very likely to end in a draw. You literally can't split it. These two, they almost mirror each other with their home and away record. Very likely to be a draw there, 3.1. But just for veering on caution here for my best bets, because I need to get my units up, Burnley and the draw 1.63, and that is John Smith's on Twitter's tip as well. So I concurred with him. Right, Liverpool versus Leicester. Going to start with you, Alex. What are you going for?
Alex, classic all the way, of course. Drink up, come on, drink up. Where you are, Stuart? Let's move a little bit.
I'm coming back.
He's turned sideways already. He's turned sideways.
You already got drunk after Natalie's. You already got drunk after Natalie's Premier League tips?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go. Coming back.
1.95. Both teams to score in over 2.5. Both really good attacking teams. Shaking in their defense, most of all Liverpool right now. Vardy and Mahrez can be deadly on the break. So I think that this is one of the best tips for next weekend.
All right. And Alex, classic. Martin, you're on this match as well. What have you got?
I am. I am indeed. Yeah, I think there will be over 2.5 goals in the game, and I think that Liverpool are going to win this one. So I'm going for that at 1.7. Fascinating
Mm-hmm.
to see Liverpool signing Virgil van Dijk. That's a great signing. I think that instantly makes them Premiership title challengers. Not this season, obviously, but if they can
Yeah.
keep Coutinho well, they'll be sensational next season and have a really good second half of the campaign. Worrying for Arsenal and Tottenham trying to get that fourth place. But yeah, I mean, this game, he won't be there in time for this game, and they'll still be with the likes of Matip and Lovren and the leaky defence that they've been lumbered with for a while. So I think Mahrez and Vardy can score against them, but they have just been attacking in sensational fashion at the moment. So I think they should put 2 or 3 past Leicester here. And yeah, so both teams to score. Over 2.5 goals and Liverpool to win at odds of 1.7.
Yeah. I think Liverpool's defence has been criticised, but at home, I believe it's three conceded. It's on the road that they're incredibly leaky. So over 2.5 goals is the way that I would go. Alex, you think that Leicester can score against Liverpool's home defence?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk will not play in this one for sure, because he will be Liverpool's player after the 1st of January, and he will have some time to be with the team before starting in the first 11. But Liverpool should win. They have the necessary weapons to win this match. But I think that Leicester will find the back of the net in this one. Yes.
Okay, just over to our comments here. Saeed, Burnley draw, no bet. Yes, is sort of the leading, and then also Dalo 4 on the Chelsea and the under 3.5 goals. Great minds think alike. Yes, they do. Okay, next we have got Martin is on Newcastle versus Brighton. What do you like here, Martin?
I have to admit that I only really had 3 best bets, and I wanted to up it to 4 just to have more to talk about, really. So this is probably the one I like the least, but I think Newcastle can win this game 2.2. I watched them play Man City yesterday, and they ran them very close. They look pretty solid defensively. They have some talent going forwards. Dwight Gale looked lively. Marino in the midfield creates a lot. I just think Rafa Benitez is going to look at the fixture list and think this is one that he really needs to get 3 points from against the fellow promoted club. Odds of 2.2 make it look good enough for a punt for me.
Okay, all right, so going for that Newcastle win. Let's see. Natalie and Martin are world travellers, yeah. Natalie almost always has a different background. Well, the house that I'm in actually is rather big, so I can choose between backgrounds. And right now, a lot of the family have gone. We were filled about 15 people at one point, so I had to go and hide myself somewhere for all the noise. So that's probably why I look. But Martin's more the traveller than me.
Actually, Natalie is very rich, and she has a big mansion full of rooms, a lot of rooms, like 30, 40 rooms, and she's changing it. She's changing them every week.
I know. It's because I've been following your tips, guys. It's making me lots of money. I'm not playing mine. I'm just going for all of yours. Okay, next. What are we on next? We are on Crystal Palace versus Manchester City. Alex, what do you like?
Manchester City halftime, full time. They have the tendency to pressure their opponents from the first minute in every match. To solve the game from halftime, to score fast in the match, and I'm going with them again. City halftime, full time at 1.73. I don't think that it matters the fact that Crystal Palace are playing today with Arsenal. I think that it shouldn't matter for this game. Manchester City are in another league right now. They, from my point of view, they are already winners of the Premier League this season. 15 points clear at the top of the table. Nobody can catch them. I think it's a lot of points coming after the Christmas period, and they should have everything to win the league. And for sure, it will happen like what happened at Bayern Munich when Pep Guardiola won the title with a lot of matches before the season finished, and they started to lose some points. to party a lot and to lose some points in. But this is where we will be how to say showing the better odds for Manchester City to lose points at the end of the season. Till that time, I don't think that anyone can pull off the upset against them.
Okay, so Man City half-time, full-time, and Martin, you're on this match as well.
I am. Yeah, I actually went for Man City to beat Newcastle to 0, just because they've been keeping a lot of clean sheets this season. They're pretty good in defence, but it's mainly because they have so much possession of the ball, and teams are always on the back foot against them that they rarely concede. So I'm going to go with it again. Man City to beat Crystal Palace to 0. You can get 2.38 on that, which looks attractive to me. Crystal Palace, I think they will have just played today against Arsenal, so Man City can benefit from an extra day's rest. And I think Man City have a deeper squad and obviously a lot more talent. So I think I can see Man City winning that 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, something like that. So yeah, Man City win to 0, 2.38.
All right, awesome stuff. If you had to pick a correct score on that match, Martin, what would you go for?
I'll go for 2-0. 2-0.
Okay. All right. Next we have got, let's have a quick look at the comments. Just to let you know, to our viewers, sometimes the video and the comments are slightly delayed. That's why sometimes we see a comment after we've spoken about the game, unfortunately. There was also Dado4, who is a Newcastle fan, did say that they've been resting up players and they're going to be very serious about this home game. So probably a strength there for your Newcastle win there at 2.2. Okay, so West Brom versus Arsenal, Alex.
Arsenal all the way. I don't understand the odds. 1.75 for an Arsenal win. West Brom are dead right now. They cannot beat anyone. They are struggling at the bottom of the table. They're in 18th place. Just 15 points from 20 matches. Just 2 wins all season long. Second worst defense with 14 goals scored till now. Arsenal should really destroy them in this match. 1.75, I think that it has really, really good value.
Yeah, I'm on this match and I'm with you for the Arsenal win as well. Must win for Arsenal, just currently 1 point above Burnley, a couple of points, I think 3 points below Tottenham. Must win for them there in 6th place. West Brom, poor road and away and home, one game each. Hard to score, 1.75 all the way. All right, moving on now. What are we heading to? We are heading towards Italy, and we have got Crotone versus Serie A. Yes, Crotone versus Napoli, one of your profitable leagues here, Alex, of the season. What have you got?
Napoli minus 1.5 at 1.7. The odds are from the morning, so from 12 hours ago. If they dropped in the meantime, it's not my fault. I took it from that time. Napoli should really have an easy match against Crotone, and should secure their first place in the standings, finishing the year as leaders of the Serie A.
Alrighty, okay, and sorry, I was replying to a thing. Fiorentina versus AC Milan. Stuart, over to you.
Yes, this one's interesting. It's one which the odds have actually gone up since I selected it, which was last night. AC Milan, I think they won last night in the Italian Cup, and I think they're going to put back-to-back wins again here, because I'm going for them in a win of 3.64 bet Victor. It's going to be tough though, because Fiorentina are a good side.
Okay, Alex, do you agree there with Stuart?
I think that AC Milan needed that win yesterday against Inter after such a tough period of time. Suso was back, but Inter is passing through a hard period of time with 3 lost matches in all competitions. Fiorentina, on the other hand, are really good right now, unbeaten since, I don't know, I think that in the last 6 or 7 matches in Serie A, they are unbeaten. AC Milan are not a dangerous team. I saw the match yesterday. Another team than Inter, for example, if they were playing with Juventus or Napoli, they would get destroyed yesterday. Inter, something weird is happening with them. I think that it will be a 6-pointer, but I don't think that Fiorentina will lose this one. So I'm not touching the winners market. I will cheer for Stewart because we want all our best to be winners. But I'm going for both teams to score at 1.8. I think that it's an incredible odd for both teams to score there.
All
I'll
right,
take that.
both teams to score. You'll take that. Great stuff. Okay, the next one I've got my name's down on this one, but it was actually I'm gonna put it to you guys. Benevento versus Chievo, and actually slightly more to Martin because I know you've been betting against Benevento for so long, but obviously Chievo are not that much better. But Chievo 2.2, Benevento 3.4. 3.2 and the draw also 3.2. Now, is there value in the outrights? And obviously both bad at scoring. Should we go for the under 2.5 goals, which I think has got value at 1.8? So if you agree, I will take one of those for my bet record. If not, I will skip. And Stuart, I know you've with your machines and things. Is there any value in that match?
Your machines and
I would say it's very, very tight. I personally, I'm not going for it. If you push me, I would go for both teams to score no, but I wouldn't say a huge amount of value, to be honest.
Do you have the odds for the both teams to score no?
Who are you asking? Sorry.
Oh, you, sorry, because you said both teams to score no.
If I was pushed, I would go for both teams to score no, but I'm not being pushed, so I'm staying away from it.
I'll give you the odds on that. It's 2.15 if you do want both teams to score no. You'd have to go for Chievo, really. I could never bring myself to back Benevento to do anything. They've only taken 1 point all season. But if you're the Benevento manager and you're looking at where you can get points, this has to be a fixture that you're going to put your everything into. Chievo are in poor form. They've only taken 2 points from their last 5 games. They don't travel well. I think it could be a tight, low-scoring game, but I would still go for Chievo. I think that is good value in a team that's playing against Benevento.
Yeah. Just a Dalo 4. It's interesting. He goes, about Benevento's games. 7 of Benevento's games have gone over. Also looked at Chievo's as well, and a few went over, but not because of them. It's because of their league defenses. So I don't know. I'm on the fence. I'm not being persuaded either way. So I'm gonna keep it off my record. But I just wanted to hear what you guys thought. Okay. Bologna, yes, that's one. Bologna versus Udinese. Stuart.
Now, this is one that I'm having a bit of trouble. When I selected this last night, the odds were 4.2. The odds right now are 3.77. Oh, no, Bologna versus Udinese. This one's fine. Don't worry about it. Bologna Udinese, I'm on Bologna on this one, 2.52 for them to win. They're a little bit lower than Udinese in the standings, but they're a pretty good side. And I think they can do it. There's value in this.
Okay, value and plenty of value from those odds. Fantastic stuff. Next, we move over to Torino versus Genoa. And Stuart, you're also on this match.
Yeah, this is the one I'm having trouble with. The odds on a Genoa win last night were 4.22. They are now 3.77. So I don't actually have my computers and all that with me here. I'm working off my telephone and a list. Yeah, my little machine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick with it for now. I'm going with it because I've put it in. But I'm actually going to be going back and checking when I get home and looking at the system and seeing whether there's still some value. And I'll put it in the comment section of this video whether or not I'm still going for it. So check that out, everybody, later. Before you place a bet, I think you've got to be really careful on this one. But
where you are, Stuart,
yeah, Genoa,
with such a good internet, where you are in Romania?
No, I'm in. Some of us have day jobs, and I am one of those people. Luckily, the company I work for, Mano Mano, has said that I can use their offices when everybody else has gone home at night. And we've got fantastic internet here.
Great to see
Well,
that.
especially when everyone's gone home as well, so you got it all to yourself.
Yeah, normally it's like 200 people all
Nice.
draining bandwidth, but right now it's all me.
Awesome stuff. All right, Torino, Genoa, Alex, you're also on this match. What have you got for us?
Goal fest, over 2.5 goals at evens. I think that it will be a goal fest. Two great attacking-minded teams. No pressure on them at all. They are playing a wonderful football. They are set to score goals, and probably we'll see at least 3 goals in the match.
All right. All right. So, well,
Before we move on.
Spunk49 says, no fair, I have to go to work, I can't drink. Well, Stuart's at work and he's drinking. So you can always sneak one.
I finished an hour and a half ago. This is my time.
What were you saying, Alex?
I was saying,
what? No.
Before we move on, can we look at a couple of tips that people are going on about on the chat? We've got Scott Fitzgerald who says the banker is Sampdoria to beat Spal at odds of 1.73. I think that's a really good call. My system doesn't look at newly promoted teams. It just says avoid them like the plague. Also, I noticed at Futterlicht, I think had one recently. What did he say? Benevento team totals under 1 goal at 2.04 on Pinnacle. So I reckon that's not got a bad chance of coming in either.
So basically not to score, though, under 1 goal.
No,
Yeah,
if they score 1
basically-
goal, it's a void.
It's a void. They won't score 2 and lose you the bet, is the point.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's a really, what were the odds for that one?
2.04.
Sorry, 2.04, yeah. But again,
Very
that's
good.
2 weeks
I like
in a
that bet a
row.
lot.
Puts it come out of a really good bet because my banker last week was inspired by him. So yeah, well done.
Yeah. Yeah, I know exactly. He's got some good bets there for Select. And he's on Twitter as well. I think he does previews and stuff for matches. So make sure to follow him. Some good advice. Any others, Stu?
Got a very good blog. He's got a very good blog that's worth watching. I haven't seen anybody else's tips, but I'm pretty sure there will be some more. If anybody's got any tips, chuck them out and we'll pick out the best ones.
Yeah, Dale 4
Yeah,
said
good catch,
Chelsea and
Des.
under 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a bet I'm going for as well. I like that bet a lot. 2.1. My make it bunker. I haven't decided yet. Okay, Inter versus Lazio. I saw a couple of comments on this one. Alex, start us off.
Alex Classic at 1.95.
Oh, here we go.
All of the matches, all Lazio's away matches this season, all of them went over 3 goals, total goals in the match. So Lazio is one of the contenders to the title. Actually, also Inter are. They were in first place till few rounds ago, but they have a poor period with 2 lost matches in a row in Serie A. And I think that they should fight to come back to winning ways. I don't think that Lazio will lose this one because they are better in terms of shape than Inter right now. But I'm going for the Alex Classic at 1.95.
1.95. I've got on my notes, I've got both teams to score, but I didn't write the odds down. So if you're is 1.9, I'm going both teams to score. I was thinking a possible draw as well. They're pretty even, both home and away. Do you guys have, or do you have the odds for the both teams?
1.6. 1.6. I think that
slow, isn't it?
we lost.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
You're cutting out.
Should I push it? Oh, I'm connected. Let's have a look. Am I still here?
Yep.
Yes.
You're still with us, but you're breaking up quite badly.
All right. I want to help people get off the internet. I'm going to go.
Oh,
So
All right.
Alex, you're up.
So where were we?
yes, so Inter versus Lazio. I think that for both teams to score 1.6 was Natalie going for. Stuart, you are also on this. No, only me and Natalie are on this one. At the last match from Syria, is Hellas Verona versus Juventus, and Martin has a tip for this one.
I certainly do. Juventus have really found their feet again defensively. They struggled a bit at the start of the season in the absence of Leonardo Bonucci, but once again, they've just got an impregnable defence. They haven't conceded in the past 8 games. That's more than 720 minutes of football, stretching back to mid-November since the last time Juventus conceded a goal. So for me, it has to be Juventus to win to 0 at 1.83.
Yeah, that's
Not a
a
bad
really
bet
good.
at
I
all.
don't think that. Yeah, Natalie, some people are talking about your internet connection, saying the Stewart internet connection is bullying Nat's internet connection, and not to forget to pay your electricity bill. Also, one thing.
I know. Do you know how many people in my house using this internet right now? There's a ton of kids as well. So they're all, and I tell them, get off, stop streaming, and just give me anyway, I think they listen for about half an hour and then it's back on. So I'll get it sorted for the Premier League punters. But it was both teams to score on the last one, and luckily we are coming to a close. So Alex, what have you got? Hellas Verona versus Juventus.
Juventus minus 1.5, 1.7 at 1.7.
Okay, all right. Best bet, banker, and an ACCA bet. Alex, what have you got?
Banker Inter versus Lazio Alex Classic at 1.95, and for my ACCA bet, I'm going Napoli minus 1.5, and Fiorentina versus AC Milan, both teams to score.
All right, awesome stuff. Martin, what have you got?
I just was saying to the guys, I'm going for Juventus to win to 0 because it's been such a long time since Juventus conceded a goal, more than 720 minutes without conceding. So that looks a great bet for me.
All right, and your ACCA?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I will. I'll put that in a double with Liverpool to win and over 2.5 goals at 1.7.
Okay, very nice. Stuart from Tipster HQ, what have you got for us?
I can't go for Genoa against Torino. The odds just dropped too much for me to be giving that out as a banker. I think I've got to go for a Bologna win against Udinese. It's tight though. And I'm just going to go for my double with the other two, which is an Everton-Bournemouth draw, or Bournemouth-Everton draw, and an AC Milan win. Stick that in there for my double.
Okay,
Spread
great
the
stuff.
love.
I'm going spread the love. I'm going for Chelsea and the under 3.5 goals as my banker, and I'm going for a Burnley drawn bet, and Inter Milan versus Lazio, both teams to score as my ACCA bet. So there we go. Let's hope to make some money headed into the weekend there. We'll be back next week, so hope to see you all there. Thank you, Team Bankroll, Alex from Need for Tips, Martin, Reen, and Stuart from Tipster HQ, and for everybody watching. Have a wonderful new year, and watch your livers, and I'll see you soon.
See you
Bye.
soon, guys. Much love.